You are asking the real question. So, is Mr. Kalyan Banerjee an agent of the RSS or the BJP that he decided to stand there and do it in the eyes of the camera with full front of the camera and decided to try and do a mockery of the VP and then shift the issue? It's very easy to shoot the messenger, sir. But who gave the opportunity for this entire attention to be deflected? Isn't that a fair question to ask? And the other aspect is, we didn't. I am not a parliamentarian, you are. Did you or did you not, along with all your other fellow parliamentarians, agree that there will be a sense of decorum and a certain level of discipline that will be maintained in the new Samvidhan Bhavan and in the new parliament, new Sansad? These are questions that the parliamentarians themselves need to reflect. Who reneged on their promises? These are questions that have been asked. But Charu Pragya, if the Prime Minister of the country, the Home Minister of the country can sit outside and make statements in the media, why haven't they said anything in Parliament? And that the opposition is raising the real issues, the government is not allowing them. Those who are raising real issues are being suspended.
Good evening, Anand.
Yes, that is correct.
The problem with the opposition is they have this misguided sense of righteousness. They don't understand that under the guise of the so-called raising of issues, they don't want to discuss any issues. In fact, session after session after session, they do their best to disrupt the parliament. They do their best to make sure that parliament cannot function as intended. They stage walkouts, they have these protests, and even this time, this entire doing is entirely of their own doing. What happened with the disrespect that was given to our Honorable Vice President is beyond terrible. I have no words to even condemn it. And it was not just condemnation which was directed at a person. It was condemnation and mimicry which was directed at, something as simple as his posture, something as delicate as the community he belongs to, the Jat community. He was being made fun of and mimicked for things which are atrocious. And what were the other MPs doing? They were sitting there and applauding, and Rahul Gandhi was standing there and gleefully filming this. And what happens afterwards? Instead of offering an apology, they are saying that they did nothing wrong. Is that how the Honorable Vice President of this country is going to be treated by the members of the Indian opposition? Is that the kind of precedent they want to set? And is this the kind of politics they stand for? Because it's not merely the Jats that they have insulted this time. They have a habit of doing this repeatedly. Tribals were insulted by very insensitive statements when President Murmu took to office. There's been a North-South divide which is being created by the opposition. North Indians have been repeatedly insulted. OBCs have been insulted. The entire Modi community has been insulted. They have a habit of saying things callously and then pretending
But
as
Charu
if they
Pragya ji, you would also admit that that the BJP MPs, your party MPs also have a habit of shooting off their mouths. What was said to Danish Ali, all that was said and the kind of behavior that was on display. Your former partner today, within the India Alliance itself, there is a lot of shooting of the mouth between Nitish Kumar and what he said to a DMK MP about language barriers. So I'm just saying, overall parliamentary discourse, has it now becoming about who mocks the other one better, who insults the other one better? Is that the competition that we are seeing now?
No, not at all. First of all, I will never defend anything that was wrong. And the said parliamentarian not only offered an apology, but offered it unconditionally. And we did not defend him. We call a spade a spade. Can the opposition do that? Instead of defending everything that happened, can the TMC and the Congress take responsibility for the hurtful statements? Can they retract that? I am a Jat. I'm a granddaughter of a farmer. The way mockery was made, it felt as if it was directed towards me.
Correct, but it is actually two Brahmins, one Janay Udhari and one a Banerjee, who were standing there while there were other SC, ST and OBC leaders and also a Jat sitting there in that entire group. If you want to break down the MPs who are sitting there on caste basis, there is a counter argument to all that is being said.
They allowed it to happen. It's incredible they allowed it to happen. I cannot imagine they are representatives of the people of this
country.
So
did all of them know it in their actions as their caste representations, or did they do it because they wanted to, out of spite, because they wanted to see how proceedings are going on and they wanted to recreate that? Nobody is justifying Mr. Kalyan Banerjee's behavior. No, the Vice President himself has said, you say whatever you want to say about me, but why are you insulting the chair? With Mr. Hanumantaiah is with us. Mr. Hanumantaiah, Namaste sir, Jai Hind.
Yes.
Now, is this what
Namaste,
Sansad,
namaste,
is
Jai
this
Hind,
what
boliye.
is this what Sansad and perhaps Sanskar in Parliament has now become? That it will now become a mockery ki dukan? Everybody will mock each other and compete at who mocks the other better?
No, I have clarified this yesterday itself. That when such big parliamentarians have been suspended by the parliament authorities, the chairman and the speaker, the problem is very simple, that they wanted to have a mock parliament outside the parliament. They were doing it. Though it is not substantiated by anybody that what they have done is right. In a democracy of this worldwide biggest democracy, we have all the MPs have got lot of respect to the chair, respect to the parliament, respect to the constitution. Once all of them have been suspended indiscriminately, they came out of the parliament, they conducted a mock parliament. In that, it is not that they wanted to insert the chair or insert the Vice President of India. And that has been taken to the extreme steps of his caste, his village, his profession. It is not not correct according to me. The mock parliament is always just to recreate what is happening inside. That you may accept, you may not accept it. But it is not with the intention of discrediting one's profession, discrediting one's caste, discrediting one's personality. It is definitely not. Nobody should take in that sense.
So it was mock parliament and not mockery of parliament and mockery of the chair is what Mr. Hanumantaiah is saying, Charu Pragya.
No, see the explanation on this is, you have to listen to me. The mockery of the democracy is happening where? Where it is happening? You have to allow the discussion to take place inside the parliament, which is not happening. People talking outside, and the parliamentarians are outside totally, and without the total opposition, you are running the house.
Discussion to happen, sir?
Who
is not allowing discussion to happen? Who
is
has allowed key bills in parliament to be passed without a proper discussion and prepared without a proper ratification? If these bills have been worded properly, if these bills have been thought through, who has allowed that? Critical last session of parliament ahead of Lok Sabha 2024. Who has said that we will break and renege on our promises and we will continue to disrupt proceedings because we are also going to be adamant. We are also going to continue to try and make sure that no business happens. Sir, there is, you protest for an hour, but you allow 3 hours of business to happen. There is a certain give and take in parliament. One minute. That Charu Pragya respond on whether she accepts that this was not, it was a mock.
Which is not happening in this government. Please listen to me.
1 minute, Mr. Hanumantaiah. 1 minute, Mr. Hanumantaiah. Mr. Hanumantaiah, please yield. I am going to Charu Pragya. Let her complete. I'll come back to you. Dr. Anand Ranganathan has not yet spoken, so I'll come to you, sir.